Hey everybody, I'm John Siskovich. It's a nice rainy day here in New England. Beautiful skies. And we're going to take a walk through the brewery right now. We put an addition on this spring, which I showed you in one of my previous videos, like in the spring. Now it's the fall. We're going to go inside, see what it all looks like, and get you up to date. I love this wide angle lens. So barrel barn, an office, thermal array, new canning shed addition, brewery, my old workshop, which is now our to-go thing, and then the tasting room is around the corner. Turn around and the livestock area is over there. Now, heading inside. Quintessential door opening video clip. It's fantastic cinematography there, folks. Fun labels throughout the years. All of our hop inventory for the hops that go in the beer. Fooders, fooders over there. These are Grundies. Grundies we use for mixing and blending our barrel-aged beers and adding fruit for our fruit and barrel-aged beers. You can tell I'm really nailing it in this video. Where to go first? So that's the fooder. Think of it as a giant oak barrel. This is our brew house. We're all kind of nestled, settled in for the weekend, being open to retail. People come down this hallway, and our bathrooms are in there. This is the new canning shed that I showed you this spring. We are now insulated. We still have to put walls on to block the insulation. So with the canning line, which I'll have to do another video when it's running and get everybody's permission to show everybody. But this is it, like partially disassembled. What happens is we get pallets of empty cans and they go up this elevator. It's called a depal, or the depalletizer. When they get to the top, this bar pushes them onto that conveyor belt. They go down that conveyor belt. And there's sensors and things that do clever stuff, and we'll save that for another video. They flip upside down, they get rinsed, they flip right side up, they come through, purge the CO2, they get, beer installed in them. The caps slide down this chute, land on top of the beers. The caps get sealed, they go around the back, they get rinsed off and blow dried, and then they come through this little alleyway where stickers get put on from spools like this. And when they get to the end of the conveyor belt, they go onto this table, which rotates. And then they get cased up, palletized, and sent down the hallway into the cold room. Where this is us light on beer. This means sales are good. And because all this is like sold for next week. But we're doing all right. See, not the biggest cold room in the world, so it's important for us to manage turnover and get the beer out while it's fresh and tasty. One, because it's better that way. And two, because we don't have the space to store it otherwise. So right here, this is active fermentation. That is the most beautiful thing. That is a result of trillions of microbes. I don't know, trillions, billions? A lot of microbes. The yeast is eating the sugar in the young beer and pooping out alcohol and farting out CO2. And at the top, there's pressure release that goes down so that it maintains an airlock. So it's off-gassing CO2, but oxygen never touches the beer, so that it maintains quality, taste, freshness, sterility. Everything in brewing is cleaning. Everything you see around here has to do with cleaning, washing, sanitizing, all the adjectives and synonyms. That's the word I was looking for. Grain room. We get bags of local grain in. We source 100% of our grain from Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New York. 100% in every batch of every beer. It gets malted, grown malted, and sent here, and then we send it through the mill. It gets cracked, goes through that pipe, and then goes in the brew house and turns into beer. But pretty proud of the whole local grain thing. We're going to be responsible and turn the lights on, because it helped us stay in business, and it helped the farmers that we work with stay in business as things get a little more challenging these days. And it makes our beer taste freaking phenomenal. So that is a ton of stainless steel. I'm just excited for you guys to be able to see it in this way. I'm trying not to do too much like filler chat, just nonsense rambling. But, you know, like over time our floor has come up. So there's patches on the floor from where we've had to grind out and redo the epoxy. 1, 2, 3. Go up in the brew house. So everything is very accessible. Everything is very close. You can see our space is pretty tight in here because we've maximized what we can do for production and what space we were allowed to and could afford to develop to install the brewery in the first place. It's pretty neat. What do you say I jump on the other side of this video and we'll wrap it up? So that was my impromptu brewery video tour, just because I wanted to update my family and you guys, the viewers here on YouTube, for what I've been up to and a little bit about my day-to-day here at the brewery. It is just crazy. I'm just like rocking back and forth, one, because I'm just used to holding children, and two, because to get the full view of this room without the wide angle lens. That's it, without me just rambling on anymore. It's pretty fun here, is kind of what I want to get out of these videos for you guys. If I had to have a précis, it's just that like there's a lot going on, a lot of details. All of these tanks require multiple decisions multiple times a year, some of them on a week-to-week basis, and all of this stuff has purpose and makes our beer happen, you know? And all that because we have a wonderful staff who's very talented, dedicated, and yeah, pretty proud of it. Anyways, before I wax poetic, you guys are great. Take care of yourselves, and if you can, someone else too. And until next time, I will see you out in the field or brewery.